says using the high-low method, estimate the fixed manufacturing overhead cost per quarter and the variable manufacturing cost per quarter.
So this is, so the high-low method, like you have written down, is the high cost. The high cost minus the low cost divided by the high activity minus the low activity. And so with this problem, we don't want the total manufacturing cost, we just want the total manufacturing overhead cost. So we have the 220 and the 164. And then our activity is the production in this case. So it's the 120 minus 30. Does that make sense?
So here's the cost at high level divided by high level activity levels. Yeah.
Okay, so then we just subtract those out. So we have 56 over 90.
So you use 220 minus 164.
Did I get those right?
You see here.
Oops. 184. So then this will be 36.
Where's the 220? Oh, okay, so it's that 220 right there. So you're comparing all manufacturing overheads. So is that what you're doing there? Like
Yeah,
just
so your
comparing those?
high manufacturing overhead
Uh,
and your low manufacturing overhead.
okay.
And then you jump down here to the production, and it's the 120 and 30.
See, I just had the complete wrong number. So I got the 120 and 30 there, but this one should have been the, see, I was looking at the total manufacturing cost, and I should have just been looking at let me put that.
Because in this problem, we're just worried about the overhead, not the overall cost.
Uh-huh. And this was the number of units produced. Units produced. Okay, so that's just wrong numbers being submitted there. So 220. Okay. 0.4.
So now that's our variable portion, because that's our cost per unit. So that's going to be our variable. So do you remember the equation y equals mx plus b?
Yeah.
So the 0.4 is going to be our m. And then we want to solve for b, because b will be our fixed part. So in order to solve for b, we have to fill in x and y. So x, because remember this is 40 cents per unit, so this is going to be the number of units then.
Oh, okay.
So now we can pick either one of these. You can either pick the high pair or the low pair.
Okay.
And then you just fill it in. So let's just say, let's go with the low one. We got 184 equals the 0.4 times 30 plus b.
Okay.
And then all we have to do is just solve for b.
Okay. Perfect. And And so that'll be the fixed or variable?
So this is the variable, and this will
Okay.
be the fixed.
Because that is a variable, okay. So 0.4. This is round to the 2 decimal places, so 0.40, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then fixed would be the, let's see here.
This will be 184 minus 12.
Okay, so 172.
Mm-hmm. So that means our fixed portion is 172. So now we have the equation y equals 0.4x plus 172. So now you can take that equation and fill it in for whatever your activity is. You'll be able to figure out your cost.
Okay.
So like the next question is going to ask about what quarter four's cost is.
Yeah, complete the total manufacturing cost, total manufacturing, or total manufacturing overhead cost and total manufacturing cost and unit product cost for the fourth quarter.
So all you have to do is take the activity for the fourth quarter, multiply it by 0.4, add the fixed, and you'll get your overall cost.
So B is the fixed, M is the variable. Okay.
And then X is just the activity.
X the activity. B is variable. X is the activity level. Okay. Okay. So compute the total manufacturing overhead costs and total manufacturing overhead and unit product cost for the fourth quarter. So for the fourth quarter, they give you the direct materials, 240, 120, so manufacturing overhead. How do you equate the manufacturing overhead?
So we're looking for Y.
Oh, because Y is the manufacturing overhead on that one.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we just have to fill in X.
And X is the activity, or the amount of activity.
Yep.
So like number of units there.
So and this one's going to be 172,000.
Oh. So total manufacturing. So how do you know which one's the manufacturing overhead and just the manufacturing to like find it in that equation?
So the overhead is going to be this one,
Uh-huh.
and then the manufacturing cost, remember, is those three costs: the direct materials, direct labor, and the overhead.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
So the overhead is just the overhead part, and the total cost for manufacturing is all three of them combined.